everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. And today I just wanted to come at you with a quick cozy faves video because I saw a lot of people doing it around YouTube and I'm like, oh, that's cool, I'd love to do a faves video and just show my followers like things that I like outside of books, because I do have like some obsessions and some things like I love that have nothing to do with reading. So let's get into it. One of my first obsessions would be tea. I am a tea girl. I love tea. Right now I'm sipping on boba tea. It is coconut flavored and it is so good. But also I like to make a lot of my teas at home. And I actually have a tea subscription. So I am subscribed to Sips By. If that's something you're interested in subscribing to, I will leave my link down below. You get a discount off of your first order if you use my link. And I like it because they personalize tea, like a tea to you every single month. So like you get about 4 different teas a month, and they're all like based off of your preferences, whether you like fruity, whether you like more like coffee type flavor, whether you like high caffeine, whether you like low caffeine, whether you like a medium balance. So I have had this subscription for I think about 2 years now, and I love it. And I will have it for a while because I love getting my teas every month. I don't even buy tea really at the grocery store anymore because I just rely on them. And I have so many different options to choose from for my morning drink. So they also are really good at listening to feedback too, because I give feedback every month, and one of the things I said is, you know, I want to try that David's Tea S'mores Chai, and then bam, the next month they sent it to me. Another one of my favorites that I'll like ask them for a lot is golden tea. This one is from Nepal Tea and it's so good, so creamy. And they also introduced me to some companies that I really enjoy and I have bought from separately, like a lot of black owned tea companies, as well as little companies I would have never heard of, like this one, Tea Drop. So what they do is they have created like this little ball that's filterless of tea combined with the sugar, and you can just throw it right in your hot water and it's so good. There's a little bit of sediment, but not too much, like compared if you were to use loose leaf. This is the matcha green tea. They also sell kits, which I've done their kits before. I had their golden tea kit where they had like little ball for golden tea, and then they had little like creamer packets full of coconut cream, and that was really nice. So yeah, I'm a tea girly and I like to drink them out of this mug, which I got at TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and I can't remember how much I spent on it, but it was worth it. This is by Contigo, and it keeps your drinks hot forever. Like I think like it says 8 hours sometimes. Like if I am not in a big drinking mood, I'll go to drink it later and it's still hot all day long. So on those days like I'm really busy at work and I can't get up a lot, I don't have to worry about my tea getting cold. Like this one is especially good for the office because it has this nice lock where when you lock it and you push it, it's not going anywhere. You can have liquid in this, it's not going to spill. Everything is vacuumed in tight, so I appreciate that. So yeah, I am definitely a tea girl. I also am like in love with these slipper socks from Mucklucks. So these are new ones that my friend just gave me because I basically collect them. I have so many pairs. But not only do I love like the cute designs, I love the soft bottom. Like this one feels like you're walking on a cloud. And they're just like super comfortable for hanging around the house. Like I bought more once I started working from home more often because I like to keep my feet warm in the very cold climate that I live in most of the year, and I just like to be comfortable. So I like these better than having like big bulky slippers because they're not bulky, they're easy to wash, and they're really durable. And I think like the Mukluk brand are like the best one that I found of like the slipper socks. So another thing that I really enjoy is skincare. So I'm somebody who is acne prone. I had really bad acne for years. And then finally in 2020, I ended up doing joining Apostrophe, paying for that, and they gave me some pills and other medications that just really helped clear my skin up like drastically. And then like I find now like too, as I'm getting older, my skin is actually getting better. So I'm really good at taking care of it. I try to keep to a routine to keep it looking as beautiful as possible. So I do have like some little products that I enjoy on a regular, in addition to like the creams that I have to use for like dark spots or like the occasional pimple. So having a good moisturizer is key, and my favorite moisturizer is this Pharmacy A Daily Greens moisturizer. So like at first I didn't want to buy into the pharmacy hype when everybody was hyping their cleansing balm, and like their cleansing balm is good, but this right here is my favorite product from them. It is their oil-free gel moisturizer. So it just goes on like so smooth. It just like rubs away and clear, so there's no like, it doesn't feel sticky or greasy. And that's really important for somebody like me who gets oily. Like I turn into a grease ball. So I like to put this one on, and it keeps my skin feeling nice and soft. And sometimes some of the stuff like I take to keep my acne at bay will have me extra dry, so this really helps a lot. I also need a good sunscreen. Everybody should definitely have a good sunscreen. It is an absolute must, and I've been trying different ones. One of my favorite ones is actually this one from Shiseido, and it is their Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion with the Wet Forks X Heat Force, and it's a broad spectrum, SPF 50. The only thing about this one is that it's kind of oily, so like it's very liquidy. It goes on like kind of oily since it's very liquid. I like that it ends up, once you rub it in, it does start to feel more matte going on. So I like that. There's no white cast, so that is a plus. The only thing is, because it is more like oily, I try to make this one my winter one when I want a little bit more of that moisture because the air is so dry. So I've been testing different ones for my summer sunscreen, and right now I'm loving the Kiss Me Mommy sunscreen. This is a Japanese sunscreen. Shiseido is also, but it's like they have their ones that sell to the US market and their ones that sell to the Japanese market, and this one is cheaper than Shiseido. And it is it's their Aqua Milk. It's a waterproof sunscreen, very gentle, and I took this one on vacation with me and it just worked so good. So this has become a quick favorite. I also love to keep my face like hydrated, and this Rose Sense rose water, I get it often from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and not only does it smell good, it's very refreshing. I love to like just spray it to like wake up my face after a long day or keep cool. And it's 100% natural. There's nothing else like added in, because sometimes I'll go to pick up rose water elsewhere and there's like other extra crap in there. 100% rose water. I love this one. I'll spray it in my hair and stuff too, so I get multi-use out of it. And then like I had actually tried this from Coola recently. It is a refreshing water mist sunscreen, and I found that I like this one a lot like on those hot days when you're out and about and you can't really stop and reapply your SPF, this is just great to like spray right over and kind of freshen up your look, cool yourself down a little bit. This one really also came in handy on vacation. I loved using it, and since I knew I wasn't gonna have time to like rub it in the sunscreen, especially if like I have my face full of makeup, this just sprays right over your makeup and doesn't budge. So makeup. I started getting more into makeup back in 2018. Before that, I kind of like, I had a foundation, I had some eyeshadows. They weren't like perfect color matches for me. Like I said, being very acne prone, I didn't use a lot of them just because a lot of makeup would break my skin out worse. Now I've kind of found the makeup for me and what works with me and doesn't like make my skin irritated, and Bare Minerals was like the first foundation I started using around that time, and I still use it. It is my everyday foundation because it's just like a quick, easy powder foundation. I will do my little swirl and tap, buff, and you know, put it on and go. And it's also a good color match for me, and it keeps my oils at bay again because I get greasy. This will like prolong it a little bit, and even if I do get like a little greasy during the day, it doesn't look horrible. It's not like slowing off. So I started using this originally when I was on a vacation in Trinidad, and it was just so hot, but I wanted to like look cute. So this one, I found that it worked really well. It doesn't mess with my skin. It's a tried and true favorite. Now, like, if I want to get a little bit more glam, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This says it stays all day and night. It does last pretty long. I'm almost out of it, so I have to order another one. And this is in the shade 15 Neutral, which is my perfect skin. Like, it looks like skin when I have it on, and I get so many compliments in person when I wear it just because it's flawless, like it says. And I had actually like gotten this run right before I started my YouTube channel, and I was like doing a review for it because I had gotten it free, and it kind of inspired me to pick up the camera and start filming because it just looked that good. And I'm like, I need people to see what I look like. I'm also like a big brow person, so I have very sparse eyebrows, so I'm always looking for different pencils or powders or stuff to see what works for me. And right now I am loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and I bought this a while back and then I never opened it. I opened it recently and I love it. Like, I can see why it's hyped. I love the little dual ended brush, like with the spoolie, and then like you use this to kind of scrape it out and like paint on your brows. It gives me the right amount of thickness that I want, but also I can go in and be as precise as I need to be without feeling tedious, because I don't like their Brow Wiz because I find that one breaks too quickly and it's like a little bit too small and takes a little bit too long for me. I like to quick run out and go when I do my brows, so especially because I'm somebody who does their brows like every time I gotta go out the house, because I feel like I'm put together as long as I have like brows and a good mascara. So this is like holy grail for me. And speaking of a good mascara, I really like Benefit Roller Lash. I had originally gotten an Ipsy and then I just like bought a bunch of them like really cheap because I was just like, this works really well. It gives me the right amount of bounce and curl. The wand is like it's just got like a little bit of a curve to it, which is like perfect. And like I said, I feel really made up as long as I have my brows and mascara on. So having a good mascara is like very important for me. I've also been playing with lashes a lot more lately, and I wasn't doing that before, but One of the lashes that I like are the ones from Kiss, so I have them here. These are the Look So Natural in Shy, and they're not too flashy, they're not too bulky, because you know, like sometimes you see those lashes and they look like snuffleupagus. These do not look like that. They're very easy to put on and they look natural. And then when I'm getting into my face, I like a good blush. I use blush often in my videos just to bring like a little bit more color back into my face, give it a little bit of dimension. And I don't know why it took me so long to try this, but I only tried this first like about a month ago and I am obsessed. And I had this one sitting untouched for a while, so like I'll have to buy another one from them soon because I know they don't offer this particular one anymore, but it's Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio. Like I said, they offer a different one right now, but it's like similar shades. This is their dark rich palette because they're really good at doing different shades depending on what your skin tone is, and they're a Latina owned brand, which is really awesome because we love when we can support like more indie makeup. And this is what the shades look like. I am wearing the orange one right now, which is called Deserted, and it's just giving me like a nice little pop. I really love like this plumish one, Oasis. It looks so good. And I've just been obsessed. I know they have like some liquid blushes that went viral recently that are out of stock. When they get those back in stock, I really want to try those just because I like a good blush. Like, it's like, I've realized now, like I'm older, that I know my right shade. Because when I used to think of blush, I used to think of back when I did ballet briefly and I had to put on all that like heavy red blush from like back of the day Avon. And this is a lot more natural and looks way better on my skin tone. I also love a good lip product. I think the lips really tie in the look. So like if I have to talk about my basic everyday look, it's going to be a light foundation. It's going to be a little bit of Bare Minerals. I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to put on some mascara, and then I'm going to finish it off with a quick lip. I love these lip liners from NYX. So I have Cold Brew and I have Spicy. So I'm wearing Spicy right now just because the red blended perfectly with this lipstick. I also love Cold Brew. I find it is the perfect brown. All their browns are like really, really good. So if you're like a black girl especially and you're looking for good browns, check them out because they're really affordable and they go on nice and smooth. I also tried this brown before. I had just re-upped on it during the Ulta sale. It is Juvia's Place, which is a black owned brand, and this is in their shade Cocoa Latte. So this is a nice brown liner as well. Dark brown, perfect shade. I'm somebody who has like, my lips are kind of like darker around the edges and then more lighter coming towards the middle. So sometimes getting that good brown to like blend around the edges just makes everything look more seamless. And then NYX Butter Glosses. They are holy grail for a reason. This is in the shade Praline and it is like a great nude. And lipstick. So this is the Besame Cosmetics. It is in Besame Red. Besame is another Latina owned brand and they make the perfect shades of red. Like, I discovered them a few years back because they were doing like a lot of Disney collaborations, and so they'll make like reds inspired by the different princesses and stuff, and their reds are just great. They're very vintage looking, so if you like the vintage style red lip, definitely check them out. They have so many different shades of red and I love like the cute little tube. Like I said, this is the one I'm wearing right now and it looks amazing. They're very long wearing. Their lipsticks are very creamy but not too creamy, and they still look good and they stay in place. They don't bleed. I love this brand. It's a little bit more than I would like to pay for a lipstick, but I'm obsessed. I love it. And then this other brand is Mented, which is a black-owned business as well. And shout out to Kelly Garrett, because she was the one who put me onto them. So they make a nice brown. This is what their brown is looking like. They make like the best shades of brown for brown girls, and they make really good nudes for darker skinned women. I love this. This one is the semi-matte lipstick in the shade Brown Bear. This is not my nude. This is a little bit darker, so when I want to go with like a darker, like more smoldery look, I will put this one on. But they do have like nudes that match me perfectly as well. But yeah, shout out to Kelly, because she really knew what she was doing when she told me about this one. And you can get it in Target too, so it's out there. So those are just a few of my favorite things that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know if any of these products sound interesting to you, and what are a few of your favorite things. And if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Bye!